P1 AquaX is a new style of watercraft competition for sea riding enthusiasts who want to pull back the throttle and open it up.
The P1 AquaX Championship of 2012 was fought out over 5 locations. The season began in Plymouth and then the crews headed north to Hull before returning to the south coast of England and Eastbourne before the 4th leg of the campaign at Cowes in the Isle of Wight, before the campaign was wrapped up at the Olympic venue of Weymouth. Last time out at Cowes was the penultimate round of the current campaign. There are something in the region of 30 jet skiers taking to the waters. The green flag has been waved to get racing underway, and there are more riders from the length and breadth of the UK taking part than ever before. 5th in the 300 class and also leader of the standalone Sea-Doo Challenge is Steve Robinson. Meanwhile, leading the 300s early on is Jim Goodchild ahead of Russell Marmon. Back in the 200s, Duncan Johnston was in pursuit of title rival Chris Leach. Ian Mull was in the mix for the outright and 300 class podium early on, running an excellent 3rd until he was thrown off his Kawasaki on lap 4. Russell Marmon would be the first overall competitor to pass the checkered flag. So plenty of air as the boys and girls got underway, and Russell Marmon getting away at the front ahead of everyone else. Staying out of the wake of other competitors was proving a popular tactic. Richard Cable was another to fall victim to the incredibly rough water when he was dramatically flung off his ski on lap 6. In the 250s, it would be Duncan Johnston's turn to get the better of Chris Leach this time, as the two swapped their final positions from the earlier race. As for Marmon, no troubles as he eased his way to the checkered flag. This is how the 3 AquaX titles are shaping up going into the final round at Weymouth. 300 looks settled, but all to play for in both 200 and 250. So it's come to this, the final round of the P1 AquaX series, and the champagne is still on ice, with all of the championship titles still to be decided.
I'm here with the chief scrutineer of P1 AquaX, Pete, to find out exactly what skis you can just go out and buy. So Pete, tell us what you can ride.
We run 3 different classes in AquaX. We run the 300 class, the 250 class and the 200 class. So skis available for all 3 classes. This is the latest product from Sea-Doo. This is the RXT 260, which fits into our 300 class. With this ski, this is the 200. This is Yamaha, probably 4 or 5 years older than the Sea-Doo. It's a middle of the range product.
So this is quite an old ski, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, compared to this one's quite old, but very suitable for what we're doing.
And this particular one is actually winning the championship?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And what modifications have been made to them?
So this one, nothing at all. To the one on the end, he's modified the steering system to suit his riding style, so he's a taller guy, so he's lengthened that, so this comes through to riding the conditions.
And so no modifications to the engine whatsoever?
None at all. No, we don't modify engines at all. Just handling, seat covers, steering, sponsons, also the handling of the craft, that's it.
Brilliant. So you can pretty much just take what's in the garage and come out and race it?
That's the point. The whole point is that we can just race standard equipment to keep it really, really simple and open to everybody.
Daniel, new today.
Yep.
Tell us how you're racing today.
I actually come down to the pavilion where the truck is and wanted to get some event details on the weekend, and I got chatting to them and said obviously I've got my own ski, and they said would I like to race? Well, so I thought, well, I've never done it before, and here I am now.
So that was literally like 24 hours ago?
Yes, I finished work yesterday afternoon, popped down, and then they said, oh, go get your skis, get down here ASAP and get out and do some practicing, and there we are.
At the beginning of the campaign, it looked like Russell Marmon would be handing over the 300 title, but after the opener, he turned it around big style.
Russell, beautiful weekend here in Weymouth. And the final, what are your thoughts on today?
Mixed thoughts really. As I've already talked about, I've got an engine problem, so we'll be quite far down on the rankings today, but it's going to be a matter of just limping, trying to get a few points on race 1 and 2.
Jim Goodchild's campaign has faltered slightly following a bright start in the opening round.
But I wasn't going to come because obviously my ski was in such a mess, but I've come, I'm going to enjoy myself, see what I can do. It'll be a horsepower race this weekend with it being so flat. But I think just be a good weekend really.
Tim, I reckon that you're going to win today.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know, we'll see. I think it's all down to top speed today, so I don't know what the ski's running. To be fair, I've not had the ski flat out since Plymouth.
You look like you're fettling your ski there, and everybody's saying that it's about horsepower today.
Yeah, it's just trying to get that little half a mile an hour or anything, just set it up for the flat water really, because it's so calm. I don't see any waves out there at all, so yeah, just try and get it set up for the best I can for the flat water really, and yeah, every mile an hour counts.
Cool. Thoughts on this weekend?
Final round, all up for grabs this weekend, you know, that great Sea-Doo Challenge prize. It's close between Steve and I, 2 points on the drop scores, so yeah, it's going to be a good weekend.
Time for talking is over. Let's see who did what at Weymouth. Russell Marmon, leader of the 300 class, only needed to finish both races to secure his second Aquacross title, but with mechanical gremlins rearing their ugly head in Weymouth, Tim Batt was ready to pounce. Dave Huddleston had taken the lead at the 250 class championship from Matt Shipley after a double win in Cowes, but only 1 point separated them coming into this 5th and final round. While in the 200 category, newcomer Chris Leach had clawed himself into contention with only a 6-point deficit on reigning champ Duncan Johnston. Leach would need to take 2 wins to take the title, so both racers needed to be on their game. At the end of play, Batt won the battle, but Marmon the war, second place enough to secure the 300 title, but both the 250 and 200 crowns were still up for grabs.
Tim, congratulations, your first win. How was that?
It was harder than I thought, to be fair. When I didn't dare look behind me, I thought he was going to be right on me, so I was like, didn't dare look behind me, and just kept it clamped all the way.
I wanted to make the start on the far end, so then I had washed off one set of skis, and yeah, it worked. Well pleased. I think I'll come first, I'm not 100% sure, right, so one more win and then we can do it.
Duncan, what happened there then? Come on.
Chris had a good start, he stayed in front of me all the way throughout. I just couldn't do anything to catch him back up again. Once there was that gap there, I think the skis are pretty evenly matched and it just stayed pretty much like that the whole race. I was at full throttle the whole time.
So 2 titles still to be won and just 1 race in which to do it. Huddleston took the lead and looked set to retain his 250 title, but disaster struck after lap 2 and he was forced to retire, leaving Shipley and Wilson to battle for the win. When the spray settled, it would be Wilson taking the victory, but an ecstatic Shipley claiming the title, with Leach securing top spot again in the 200s, which also meant his first Aquacross crown. Much to his delight, Richard Cable took his first ever win in the 300 class, with Paul Rivet winning the inaugural Sea-Doo Challenge from Steve Robinson. The final podium positions of the 2012 season, with top steps reserved for Richard Cable, Adrian Wilson and Chris Leach. So all the points have been totalled up, and this is how the season ends. Russell Marmon securing the 300 class with Matt Shipley top in 250, but look how close the 200 category was. Chris Leach winning by just 2 points.
Russell, congratulations, our 2012 champion, well done.
Thank you, thanks very much. I think I clipped every yellow boy out there. I took the course so tight. If you look at probably looked at the distance, I would have done the least amount of distance.
You're just nursing that ski home. So you didn't actually win the race, but
no, I come second, which I was really pleased.
And that concludes the second P1 AquaX Championship. An even closer fought and thrilling campaign than that of 2011. And the season ends with the promise of an even bigger and better series in 2013.